Hey everyone, welcome back to the Rivo Sub channel and what is the sort of restoration to our new venue, which is the Sandford pub. For those that haven't seen any of the videos so far, this is part 7, I think. Yeah, pretty sure it's 7. But obviously we've moved venues not too far away from our last venue, but obviously we've taken over this old building, 1930s building, which has been neglected for quite a long time. So we're just trying to go through the process. Although we've had the key since the end of July, we've still been 4th of November. Excuse me. So yeah, it's been a long process that Rivo Sub has actually been closed since the end of May, unfortunately. But hopefully it'll all be worth it. And this building is starting to change. Obviously, it's been like I always say to people when I say how's things going, it's like an old car. You pull stuff apart and it seems to be 10 times worse underneath. Well, most of the cars that I've had in the past anyway. But we are used to that, I guess. But yeah, it's been a massive learning curve for us, especially on some of these parts of the building. Obviously, we've got contractors involved as well, which has been good. But obviously, it's taken a long time. But things are slowly, can't get my words out. Things are slowly starting to happen now, which has been brilliant. So, update really for this week. It's now Monday evening. Video is about to go out for last week, so we're just doing a roundup this week. Again, there's a hell of a lot happening. Some really cool features we've been looking to add to the building. But yeah, we're finally getting around to doing stuff. So I'll quickly update from the last video. So let's just zoom out a minute. Obviously the bar, we started to take the top out of that, all the wooden panels that were on it, to find plasterboard and an old sort of boxed out section, which we're going to remove. It's due to happen next. Now the flooring in the bar, the guys have been working on. Obviously it had metal plates everywhere. It seems that obviously the building being the 1930s has got parquet flooring everywhere. We are going to restore the bit that's just been behind me. And then obviously over there the floor was so bad we've had to apply it ready for carpet tiles. Unfortunately, but that was the only way we could go about it. Again, here there was loads of bad spots behind the bar, and now we kind of know why. I'm guessing due to this sink and tap that was leaking for many months before we came in and turned it off, that it's kind of done most of the damage, I guess. I don't know, but then that said, there was holes in the floor before we came in anyway, so I guess it's just years of neglect and just age, I suppose. But yeah, we're trying to dry the floor out a little bit in here. The contractors are starting to get onto this, which is good because it's just a job we don't have to do. But quite interestingly, this part of the floor is not bad, but we did, as I showed in an older video, get out the light. There's an old python coming out of the floor. We wondered where it was going. And now we know that it tracks along here. You can just see where the old wood has come out. It seems to track along and then go off that way towards the cellar. Need to have a conversation with the brewery because they've got to bring another python in to that end. While it's exposed, if they can clean and tidy this all up before boarding it, we may be able to utilise it. Not too sure. But that's this side. Again, we've been a lot of running around today, so we haven't really got onto loads. It's kind of been jobs we haven't been doing contractor wise. Obviously the urinals, again we've had the guy doing that, it's basically breaking everything out and trying to make good of the bathrooms, which are disgusting anyway. And obviously we found that while these were overflowing and boxed in, they've ripped it all out to expose what was the original troughs in the background. So it needs a lot of work. So the guys are in here just making good and tidying up this, and then we can start to work on trying to make these bathrooms nice for a change, because as you can see, there's mould. But then this water was running quite a lot in here. And there's no air vents as such, but we are having new windows fitted, so hopefully circulation a lot better and get some vents in. And this will be actually nice toilets because we want them to be nice and tidy and presentable. And then, as per the thumbnail, so before I go around here, the last video we was painting everything down here, as you can see on the walls. For anyone that knows us, we do like our graffiti element, and we do for our festival as well, Dorset Volksfest. We've always had elements of graffiti everywhere, out in the unit itself and out in the yard. Being we haven't got that much space to get vehicles in, we have got some ideas for outside, but we've now starting to bring it more inside. I'm not sure how many pubs have got graffiti in them, but Tom from Watcher Designs, who did a lot for our Dorset Volksfest, we've been working on ideas, and this is the first piece, which we're pretty chuffed about. Obviously he's tagged the bottom for us, but we haven't finished these walls yet because there'll be cladding going up. But yeah, it's come out pretty cool. But that's the first piece coming in, which we're yeah, he's due to come back in to do some other artwork for us in the next couple of days, which we won't say too much about yet because we're still planning it all. But yeah, I just think it ties in with what we're doing. Yeah, it's been pretty cool. We're pretty happy. So that's today, Monday. Yeah, we've got a few cool ideas with the graffiti and stuff, but yeah, pretty happy with that so far. That's Monday. Again, we've got loads more contracting work going on tomorrow. Not a great deal. Wednesday's our busiest day at the moment. I think we've got 3-4 different contractors in Wednesday, so we're hoping to get quite a bit done this week. I know the floor being dug up wasn't ideal because it's obviously opening up a can of worms again, but it needs doing. So hopefully it won't delay the guys contractor-wise getting that in place. I think we all knew it wasn't going to be as easy as we hoped. So yeah, that's today done. Try and hopefully get some more done tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Wednesday morning, we've got all the contractors in, which is nice to have finally. Joinery have just been in fitting a meter, electric meter, so the guys in the busiest day we've got contractors in, and there's no power at all. But most of them are off battery tools, which is quite handy for now. It's just get quite dark in areas. So who have we got in? So we've got contractors in decorating the kitchen, the new kitchen, obviously the commercial kitchen. We've got guys, Scott's still in the back doing the urinal area. We've got Wayne and Darren upstairs sorting our new bathrooms out, which is ideal. Obviously Joinery in. We've got Alex in doing some fire door stuff and some chippy work for us, which is brilliant. And I'll probably add all their details because they're local companies as well. So anyone that's obviously local to us watching these, we've come across some really good tradesmen, so through recommendations and other people. So we'll add that in the description of the main video. So if you can give them a look up as well and like on the socials, that'd be ideal. But yeah, we'll just walk in. We've got Paul back out again, coming out to give us a hand and we've decided to attack the bar, which we've mentioned in a few videos. As we are, so we pulled all the outside board off and then just sort of trying to dig in and see what we've got. But the idea was to shorten this gap because it was so big. Yeah, I think we can get away with just cutting that now and using that. Tea, please. Thank you. But yeah, it's not too bad actually. We might get away with just taking that bottom panel off, won't we? Are you just cutting that down now? Yeah, and just drop the whole lower bit. Yeah, so the idea is to try and drop this bottom panel, I reckon. It should be high enough. Just opens up the bar for us then. Pull the first bit out. Paul's handiwork. That wasn't too bad actually. It's just finding the right places to cut with. But even already you can see how wide that's opened up. Good thing is with that board there, we can almost utilise that, can't we? That's the difference. He's been at that for quite a while this morning. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was grimy as hell. But he's lasted an hour longer than he normally lasts doing jobs. Normally he's got bored and give up by now. Just wants to play with the toys and then he stops, but he's got to be 2 hours in. I don't know what time it is, it might be longer. All this decking, when it's wet, it's been like an ice rink. I suppose that has been cleaned in at least a year or two, so just for it keeps him out of the way. He can carry on doing that then while we're working inside. We'll see if it comes up, but it doesn't need any treating idea. But so this is now taking that bottom level out. Just trying to take this last bit of batten out. But see scorch marks where probably old halogen bulbs maybe. But see down this end there is. We found in a few buildings there is some writing. We're trying to work out what that actually says. That looks like New Zealand. Something British. That says New Zealand, that does. Something anchor from New Zealand. There's something, don't know. That's cool. So you certainly opened the bar up a bit. Room on nicely painted wall. It's only the first coat. Like I said, at least we can tidy this up now. So we've got Alex from Witham, Bespoke Joinery, who's, I think he's Wayne based as well, he's only up the road. He's been in doing a fire door for us upstairs, just to separate the business from the obviously our living quarters upstairs, especially with the kids and stuff. So he's in doing fire door first, and then we're doing a stud wall over there, where the old partition was, and obviously we've got a few other bits of jobs he's going to help us with. But yeah, it makes all the difference when you've got the tools to do stuff. So yeah, that's another one of the contractors in today on our side. I think, I don't know what's happening to it. So I know Scott's now doing the bar flooring, which I'll show in a minute. But obviously this is the old urinal wall, which is a wall, stud wall gone in there, and the urinals to go on it next, and then we can make good of this bathroom. But even the guys upstairs that are doing our bathroom, one of our bathroom showers, the waste pipe through there was all blocked and massive issues. So they're going to try and relocate the pipe out for a different way on the side of the building. Fingers crossed. Again, it's just typical of this old building. And then down here, the floor's not really drying out very well. Let's see if I can get a picture of that better. But obviously, the parquet, that's that wet. It's never going to dry out, and when it does dry out, it's not going to be repairable. Or sorry, not going to be any good. So yeah, it's now they've decided just to pull it up. So it's all coming up now. Clean it all up and just refloor the lot, which is a shame because I suppose they could have reused that. But I think they're going to keep that piece in and just taking the top layer off. But yeah, unfortunately, all this is going to have to come out. But I say unfortunately, it's never going to be repairable. So might as well dig it out now and do it properly. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on through here. Let's have a look. So obviously we had U-Energy in. They wanted to fit a meter, obviously I suppose a smart meter really, which is ideal because first month we were in here they sent us a bill for £2,500. Well, they didn't send us a bill, they took £2,500 out of our account, which was a bit of a kick in the nuts. But and then when they worked out after me sending photographs over a week of what we turned out, we only used 190 quid worth of electric. So yeah, that was good of them to take the money first, but they'd done it on estimated bill. So, but yeah, the guy said it should take 40 minutes to fit the meter. I think he was there 3-4 hours because apparently, I'm guessing because they were cooking there or whatever, but there was fat and all sorts of crap all over it. So he had issue after issue, which is just sums up this place. But yeah, so the guys obviously doing all the contract work have had to stop. Well, they've been working off battery stuff, but mainly lighting that I've had issues with. But yeah, so in here, obviously Darren's in here with just decorating and making good on the first part of it. Ideal. So yeah, it's probably, I don't even know what time it is, I better watch for the reg. So it's 1:15. So yeah, going well. Laura's gone to IKEA with Casey, which is going to be dangerous. But yeah. Paul getting our mate. And that is it for now, I think, update wise. Yeah. So it's probably about, I don't know, I'm guessing about 6 o'clock now. Last contractor, Alex, has just left after doing the fire doors for us and stuff. He's back in tomorrow, but obviously we've managed to tidy up from what you just saw, the bar area. And if I zoom out, that is changed a hell of a lot now, which is great. To be honest, it's come out a lot tidier than we was expecting underneath. So we obviously, rather than smash it out, we was a bit careful. And it seems to have been another level here, which just happens to be about the right height anyway. Again, there's a few bits of wiring and stuff. But yeah, not too bad. So we're just going to probably batten and clad the top of that and cover all the top up anyway, and put a level, just bring it down a bit enough to put the down lights in. But yeah, that's, I mean, before average height of, well, I must say most guys, but anyway, most of us at 6 foot-ish, you couldn't see most of the top shelf because the bar was so narrow. But yeah, well, most of the girls, Laura and everyone, it don't matter. Being shorties, it didn't matter to them, but it just means when you're on the slightly taller size, you couldn't really see anyway. So it just opens up the whole bar. So when you walk in, you can actually see. Obviously, once the bar's all built and finished, it'll be the first thing you see when you walk in, which will be, on presentation wise, it looked quite good. But yeah, it's massively opened up the front, which is good. So I don't know how much was done since that last clip, but it sounds like my Reggie coming through the floor. So yeah, Darren's been in here, just again, you can see just making good of the walls and different things. Going right around to the freezer, which we don't even know if it's any good or even works. Again, there's floor issues in there. They've got even testing it. There's a load of work going on with that. But yeah, that's done. So that's pretty much in here. It's moving along. Darren's going to be working on that. I'll just turn that light off. Darren's going to be working on that for a while. Anyway, because obviously there's quite a lot to do in here. I think we've probably just covered this, but yeah, he's done all the doing for today. I just realised I've moved that so you can see all the old python that was running under the floor. But yeah, I'm really pleased how the top of that bar's come out. Once it's dressed up and done, it will be great. Yeah, that's it for today. We're on here, I don't know what day it is, Wednesday. So yeah, it's now Wednesday evening. There's a lot more going on tomorrow again, which is great. So we'll catch up tomorrow. See you later. To give you an idea of how crazy some of the old works and bodge jobs that have gone on in this place. This is one of our bathrooms upstairs. The shower was there, but it wasn't fixed to anything solid. It was just the shower was screwed to the plasterboard. Yeah, the waste pipe on some of the plumbing from the toilet was all bodged and blowing off. Yeah, pipe work all in there isn't insulated. Yeah, again, it's just typical view of this building and the work that's gone on in it, I suppose. But yeah, it's all been moved around and done, and the guys are putting in new pipe work for us to make this actually a usable bathroom, because we've been in here since the end of July, and this door stayed shut because it was absolutely rank in here. It was disgusting. To be honest, the smell coming from it was bad enough sometimes. So yeah, finally, the waste pipe was going up over the roof, back behind me, through the roof and down into the other bathroom, which was all blocked as well, funny enough. So the guys are having to reroute it out through the building into that cavity and down into the men's toilets, proper waste system. So it'll be a lot more better then. I'm not going to get stuck in all that and blocked, because that's all blocked in the thingy now, so that pipe will be UFs. So yeah, again, basic things that end up costing more because of the shite that's been done before, but it'll be beautiful once it's done. At least it'll be usable for a start, but no. Just another typical part of the pub and the way it's made. Yeah, that was bodged on to the back of the toilet. Not good. So we're working the stud wall inside, and then remembered as we're OSB the wall that we forgot about our old artwork, which I was going to put somewhere else in the containers and things, but now we're looking at the possibility of bringing our old, if I can get to it, I'll flip it around, some of our old graffiti artwork from our unit, utilise it in the pub somewhere. So Alex from Witham, Bespoke Joinery is gone to get some tools, and we haven't told him that we're going to change his wall. He's already put up. I hope he doesn't leave straight away because we need him, but yeah, either that or some of the other work we've got. Obviously Shrekker's getting a bit of daylight, flat tyres, but excuse me. Obviously this is just to give you an idea, those that haven't been to the old unit, this was just some of the, we've got some more behind all these, but trying to work out which characters without having to cut them up and ruin it. Turns out that the truck with our logo on and the old man's number plate as such at the bottom, it was done by Shane, the original artist, might be the perfect piece to put inside the building. Yeah, watch this space, we'll see what happens. From what you just saw outside, this, I didn't get this last night, but obviously this now is the stud wall. Obviously those that remember, there was some sort of like a divider thing there. Obviously being the toilets and that, we didn't want people sat eating their dinner or food and then looking at the toilet, so we partitioned it off now. But Alex has been making rapid progress, to be fair, and he's put this all up. He's going to get a sander to do some more work we've got planned after this with the bar, and yeah, just going to let him know that we're going to take it down there. Luckily it's only screwed in, so it'll be good. But it might be a perfect place to put some of the old artwork, I think. Yeah.
You guessed it, still jet washing. He's doing a good job, yeah?
Can't really see through the dodgy windows. Just gonna find the camera, there we go.
Just that bit to go. Considering he's been doing it over 4 days, but not bad for a little cartridge, I suppose. Hi son, smile. It's come out really clear, almost looks like new wood for me, yeah, but guess we're going to treat it next.
Friday night, contractors all gone home, nice empty car park apart from our trucks and stuff. Yeah, just thought we'd put another lights on, checking what's working, I suppose. We can see there's 2 out, but obviously this Sandford sign at the top's coming down anyway soon. Reminds me I've still got to get back to Steve. It's Scientech Graphics, we've got a light out there as well. Yeah, quite a lot's happened today. Again, having Alex in, we've absolutely smashed out loads of stuff. Kind of last thing's just gone in a bit of batten above the bar, so we slightly changed what we were going to use here, so quite looking forward to Monday. We'll get these finished as well. And then this side, we now have a bit of our old unit now in the pub, which again Alex had to make it fit only slightly, take a bit out of the top, bit out of the bottom. Obviously we wanted to keep the old man's sort of big Rivo plate at the front in it, and obviously that's our original artwork from the old unit that most people had photographs and stuff in front of. Obviously being inside the building, it's not something we get the vehicles in front of, but we've got plans for that, don't worry, on the outsides. And then yeah, just use a bit of scaffold all sanded off at the top to bridge the gap. Kind of suits obviously the rest of the style with the bar. But potentially if we've got bands in, and we do use this area for bands or even DJs, or either way, it's going to create quite a good backdrop. We have got an idea for some other areas in this sort of camera view, which we're going to probably maybe do Monday, Tuesday, but yeah, it'd be quite cool to have a backdrop like that with it. Or it's just a seating area for the food, something a little different. Yeah, we just got to clad the back, and then obviously we've got to start work hopefully on the toilet areas next week, and then we'll go through into, once I spoke to Tom, at Watcher Designs to talk about the extension ideas. But yeah, pretty good. What's going on this side? So floor, let's walk around this way. So floor obviously all got ripped up, and this has all been boarded now, so it's kind of level with the part of the floor that was good. So I think the guy's coming in on, I'm not sure, Wednesday. I think he's coming in to do the flooring. Obviously we had to take the sink out because it was rotten underneath, which is why it's so low, but that's not, I don't know, it was kind of just on a platform which was rotting out anyway. So we can make good of all this once the new flooring's gone in, really. Let's have a nose through. I haven't been in here. I think the back door's probably still open anyway. Yep. So down from High Tech's obviously been painting, which is a bit bright I suppose, but yeah, all the walls, making good of all the walls, which is good. Can't wait to see this kitchen actually done properly. It's been long overdue. I don't see what's going on in here. Oh, okay, just what all that. I think Harrison's turning into the fire starter somewhere down there. He's trying to burn off the offcuts and have a little fire. And just check the final one. Okay, yeah, this one's still ongoing, I guess. Just cutting in with a look of it and putting some areas in. But yeah, surprised what a lick of paint and a bit of care will do. Make sure I don't touch too much paint. Obviously we dragged a new locker in, thanks to Chris at Tris Grip and Spanners. He just happened to be somebody on the marketplace selling it on, and didn't realise at the time we actually knew who it was. So cheers for that, Chris. Which will be for staff, obviously. But yeah, no point in doing too much on the wood just yet. Ken was meant to be coming in and doing all the parquet flooring, but we've put him off for nearly 2 weeks, purely because there's that many tradesmen coming in and out. It would be too much of a nightmare. It'd be too much of a nightmare to do with obviously having to leave the floor once it's been varnished, and obviously we're doing dirty work with different things, and the amount of sanding and cutting that's gone on in here, it wasn't worth doing it. I want to make sure that nothing's go on once this goes. He puts the finishing sort of varnish on. We need to make sure it's left for a few days. Any trade work like the cellar stuff that's planned to come in next week now, that can be used by the back cellar doors then. But no, we've done in the space of a week. Excuse me, we've done an absolute ton again. Luckily, most of that's the people like tradesmen like Alex and stuff, because they've got all the tools and the knowledge where it would take us a lot more time. Like me and Laura spent all that time sanding, and he comes with a machine and runs scaffold boards like they're nothing, which took seconds really. Yeah, it was quite funny when me and Laura saw him doing that, and we spent hours sanding, but at the time it was what we needed to do, and we couldn't do a lot more else, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, we've actually smashed through. Might be able to show Laura's, those that saw the older videos of Laura's pride and joy with the sanding her handrail out front and all that. If there's any lights on, so you can't really see. But no, that's a little bit better with the light. Yeah, so once Alex finished the fire door at the top, we had built as a bit of security really with the family and kids upstairs, being an operating pub I suppose. He went straight onto the handrail and fitted that for Laura, which she was a very happy girl. We've finally getting that handrail up. She spent so long sanding and told everybody about it, but oh well. Yeah, not too bad. Again, it's Friday. I always think of ending the video now, but I've got knows what we're going on tomorrow. We have got some things happening tomorrow, but we're out and about doing things, family stuff we've got to catch up with. And then it is Remembrance Sunday coming up, so yeah, we probably won't have a full weekend of getting much work done. It might just be more tinkering, so we may end the video here. Obviously, I'll find out if it carries on in a minute, but if not, then yes, thank you for everyone again for watching. It's been quite good seeing all the videos go up. We just try and let people know what's going on, and it's nice that people are following it. And again, we're getting lots of comments, so thank you for that. Please like and share, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do. Just remember, it's free anyway, and I think you can hit the bell button on the screen. I think it's on the bottom right, and then it kind of gives you, when we put a video out, it gives you a notification just in case you're really worried about missing them, but if not, it will just give you a notification. So yeah, thank you for everyone. Another week done, possibly, but yeah, it's a lot's happening now, and it's changed our mindset a little bit because things are finally happening. There's still a lot of headaches behind the system, behind the scenes, should I say, and tons of admin that I've probably got to do tonight now. But I'll do that out of hours because we've got too much going on in the day. But yeah, thank you everyone, and we'll be back next week. Nice one. See you later.